Hello and welcome to the latest in this series of podcasts with myself, Liam Carroll, a qualified financial consultant with SYS Wealth and Financial Planners. And the idea of these podcasts is to give some valuable nuggets of information to people with some outstanding professionals in their field, thus giving health to your wealth. And today we're delighted to be joined by Andrew Gallivan of Wendigo Media. Apologies, Andrew. Andrew studied media and TV production in college and has been in the profession for the last 6 years. And together with Jeffrey Carmody, he set up Wendigo Media more than 3 years ago. And they work with small and large businesses to create compelling video to promote their company and also to do wedding videography for individuals. And his work in the professional industry has mostly been on documentaries, but his last big job was working on the new TV show being filmed in Troy Studios, Limerick. Andrew, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Thank you very much, Liam, for having me.
That's the most exciting introduction we got of any individual anyway so far. So you're one up anyway. First question for you, Andrew. How has the COVID affected you, I suppose, on a personal basis initially?
Well, like you said in the intro there, I was working out in Troy Studios before this happened, and that was shut down the Thursday before Paddy's Day. We were given no notice. We turned up at work on the day and then told, head away yourselves. Luckily, we have the Wendigo as that was an ongoing business. I never gave that up while I was over there. So we instantly got a job working with Julie Kilmartin. We were recording all of our online content for the students. That was a handy job for us for about a month. And then since then, we've been working remotely. As you can see, I'm not in the office, I'm at home. We're in a shared office inside where our office is based, and that's been closed since the COVID started, so we haven't been allowed back in to the building yet. But other than that, we've been working remotely. We have plans to start shooting film again, our video again, at a social distance. We kind of learned a lot about that when we were in Julie Kilmartin's. We sanitized, disinfected all the equipment in between teachers coming in, kept our distance. We had a clean room for people to kind of get ready and all that. So we're getting ready to get back out there with people once they're ready to have us. We want to show off companies how they're getting ready to reopen as well. That's kind of what our next phase is now for the moment.
Oh my God, yeah, no, that's very interesting. You kind of took my next question as well, in that on a professional point of view, you've explained exactly how it's affected you as well. So it has affected you in a major way, like everybody else, I suppose, really.
On a personal level, I've just been getting a lot of gardening done, so that's been great.
Yeah, very important. And minding the dog.
Exactly, yeah.
He might make an appearance in a minute, you'd never know.
I know, yeah. He's roaming somewhere around here.
Yeah. So for individuals, I suppose, Andy, nuggets of information that they can use for themselves coming out of the COVID, I suppose, that they can do maybe to upskill themselves, or information for people individually, not companies, I suppose, Andy.
Well, I'll just say one thing I've noticed with the amount of Zoom calls people have been doing recently. A number one tip for a Zoom call from someone that works with video is don't shoot yourself into the window behind you.
Yeah.
So you want, like yourself there, you have a lovely soft light on the side of your face. You want to have something like that.
It's more by chance now than anything, but anyway.
Exactly, yeah. So keep that up. That would be kind of the, I suppose, like everyone, you're kind of using this as a period of bit of reflection. You know, you're kind of figuring out exactly what maybe your strengths are and your weaknesses are, and gives you a bit of time to work on some of that stuff. So, like, not to get too philosophical about it, but that's kind of the main thing I've been trying to do with a bit of downtime, is figure out what our strengths are and how to improve, you know.
Oh, very interesting. From a company point of view, so using your own professional background, how can companies, make use of this downtime from your professional vantage point, to improve their businesses?
Well, I think especially now that businesses will be changing with the new restrictions and social distancing, which I see some form of social distancing lasting for a very long time in most businesses. I suppose you really just need to advertise to your customers what that means, because I found myself going into whatever shops are open, and some of them are fairly well laid out, and some of them it looks more like, you know, a Jenga maze going along the floor. You know, do you go this way or come out that way, or do you wait? So I think being clear to customers is a very important thing, you know, to keep them safe as well.
It's very, very important altogether. And from the I suppose, as a successful business, is there any financial services product you would recommend and that you've used for your business, Andrew?
Well, Wendigo Media, we're a partnership, so it's myself and Jeffrey Carmody, who's a graphic designer, and being a partnership, we're obviously very dependent on each other in terms of business, but also, generally, there's only the two of us in there. So what we've done is we've gotten life insurance, professional cover for each other, in case something happens to one of us, either death or unable to work, that will cover us. And I see it's because we're both relatively young and in good health, it's a relatively low premium. And I think it's probably one of the best investments we could probably do for ourselves.
I think that's great advice to other people. And it's amazing, Andrew, in the event of death, God forbid, of one of you, like the fallout will be massive insofar as for the company point of view. So it's amazing the amount of people that don't have that cover in place, and that it's hugely beneficial, and as you say, very very cost effective as well, to be fair, but it's not incredibly expensive. You do an awful lot of video work for companies. Have you any advice for them in relation to that? Or you're still available on Zoom and by telephone, etc., etc. How can people contact you, Andrew?
Well, you can contact me on info@wendigomedia.com, or my phone number is 085-704-1577 if you want to talk about anything. Basically, like I said, we're well capable of working with people in a socially acceptable distancing way. But if you don't feel like using or us coming on site, which is perfectly understandable, we are able to do animations, graphic design, all sorts of things like that can be done remotely and offsite with just a phone call and some emails back and forth. So we are available that way.
No, that's very good. And delighted to say, for the first time, we have somebody doing this, but Andrew, now we'll show some samples of your work.
My name is Sylvia Ryan, and I'm a wakeboarder from Ireland.
Because believe it or not, right now I'm not prepared to do the whole thing. I'm not ready to do the whole thing. Oh, Superman!
We'll make our home wherever we sleep. Let's take our time. You got what you need. I know that you've been waiting for it.
Hi, I'm Porter Carrington, professional golfer and 3-time major winner. I'm here to talk about golfworldsr.com.
We're on our way. We're on our way. Gonna write our names with an aeroplane. We're on our way. We're on our way.
Thanks for that, Liam.
Okay, no problem. That was very good. Andrew, I suppose final question: the best bit of advice that you ever got, be it professional or personal, that you would highly recommend. I suppose really the best bit of advice you ever got.
Well, I suppose the best thing you can do for yourself is know your own strengths and work to them. There's no point in trying to do, like, obviously improve yourself in whatever way you can, but you know yourself what you're good at and what you're capable of. So really kind of drill down on that is what I think is the best way to do. And you know, you're the only one that's you, so no one else can do the stuff you can do.
No, you are what you are, and trying to
Exactly.
you are what you are. Yeah, exactly. Andrew, thanks very much for taking the the time to join us today. And on a personal level, thank you very much for all your help in doing these videos. You've been an invaluable assistance to me, and I couldn't recommend you and Jeffrey and the company highly enough. And I'd like to wish you all the best going into the future.
Thank you very much, Liam. It's been lovely talking to you.
No problem at all. And thanks to everybody for watching and listening, and stay safe. Thanks very much.